When a person stops alcohol, the dangerous period lasts from 24 hours to 72 hours.
So it is definitely not worth taking the risk because it is also life-threatening, right?
Yes.
Doctor, I see a lot of people getting confused between these two things, that is rehabilitation and detoxification. So what is the difference between these two?
Just handling the body is not enough. Mind also, that is the root of the problem, should also be addressed.
Let's say if someone is watching this episode, they want to do a rehabilitation program, but yet they are very scared from inside. So what would you want to tell them?
It is not about a character flaw or lack of motivation. It is about neurobiology in the brain.
Doctor, I see a lot of people getting confused between these two things, that is rehabilitation and detoxification. So what is the difference between these two?
In the treatment of addiction, we have to treat the body as well as mind. So detoxification is we are treating the body symptoms, that is the withdrawal symptoms. Either it is simple withdrawal or complicated withdrawal. These withdrawal symptoms should be managed. Second is stabilizing the nutritional deficit in the body. So we give supplements, handle their sleep and regulate their proper food intake. This happens in detoxification phase. The second phase is handling the mind. This is where we address the root of the problem. Here we analyze the triggers, patterns of the individual, their coping styles they were using, any triggers in the environment and family dynamics. So just handling the body is not enough. Mind also, that is the root of the problem, should also be addressed.
So it is like addressing two sides of the coin. Detoxification is about addressing the body and rehabilitation is about addressing the mind. So if someone decides to do it at home, okay, so what do you think, doctor? Because they want to get better, but still they don't want to come to a professional to take treatment and they just want to do it at home. So what would be your advice for them?
First, we'll understand what happens when a person stops alcohol. If a person reaches to addiction stage, definitely when he stops alcohol, he will get withdrawal symptoms. So these withdrawal symptoms can be categorized into two types. One is simple withdrawal symptoms, another is complex withdrawal symptoms. Simple withdrawal symptoms are the feeling of anxiety, uneasiness, restlessness, irritability, palpitation, increased sweating, heaviness of head, headaches, lack of sleep. All these are simple withdrawal symptoms. In this simple withdrawal symptoms also, only in initial stages it can be handled in house. Severe simple withdrawal symptoms cannot be handled in home without medical support, because this itself is a trigger for the person to take alcohol again. Coming to complex withdrawal symptoms, definitely this needs medical treatment because it is life-threatening. So let's see what are the complex withdrawal symptoms. When a person stops alcohol, the dangerous period lasts from 24 hours to 72 hours. Here, what all we can expect? The person may go into withdrawal seizures. There may be loss of consciousness, or he may experience hallucination, or he may be confused. He will not know where he is, he will not know the time of the day, he cannot recognize the person, which may be worsening in the night time. So this is not something related to mental disorder, but withdrawal itself causes such a erratic and restless behavior. So these problems cannot be handled alone in home. So this definitely needs medical support.
So that means if a person wants to quit, the withdrawal management is not in his control. It can be simple, it can be complex. So it is definitely not worth taking the risk because it is also life-threatening, right?
Yes.
Now, when we spoke about detoxification, doctor, like we spoke about addressing the physical symptoms. Why is this not enough? Why should a person actually do a rehabilitation program to address the other side of the issue?
See, handling the physical symptoms means we are just handling the surface of the problem, but we are not handling the root cause of the problem. Addiction itself is a symptom where an individual is having maladaptive way of coping. Somewhere his brake system, that is control system, is not working. He has crossed that stage and has gone into a phase of addiction. So here the root has to be addressed. Without addressing the root, just treating the superficial problems again causes for relapse and more severe addiction. Even the individual loses hope on themselves. He or she may believe that abstinence is not possible and they will accept the life as it is. So, addressing mind, going deep into the exact problem of this behavior is more important, and it is equally important as we treat our body symptoms.
Let's say if someone is watching this episode, they want to actually get better, they want to do a rehabilitation program, but yet they are very scared from inside. So, what would you want to tell them?
Yeah, I can understand their fear because everything looks new. There is stigma about the treatment also. So, here, first you have to understand that we are not labeling you. It is not about a character flaw or lack of motivation. It is about neurobiology in the brain. Your brain has altered, so it needs medical support to get back to its normal state. So, instead of struggling all alone, you can seek professional help and recover as early as possible before the damage is permanent.